And of course, we live in this dunya once only. Only one opportunity, and that's it. When we go خلاص. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
With regard to the ahkam, I don't have time to mention other points. In terms of the ahkam, currently is the time of, I think, exams, and students are offering exams either in GCSEs or university exams. Now they're fasting. Can they actually break their fast and go to the exam room without fasting? Are they allowed to break their fast? The initial hukum is no. You cannot break your fast for the reason of exams. And of course, it's an important exam. You know, it's GCSEs or it's the final year of university, for example. You want to get a degree or master's. The best solution to overcome this situation is for that individual in the morning, after he takes the sahari and everything, in the morning he goes outside the city, 22 kilometers, becomes a musafir, breaks his fast as a musafir, as a traveler, and then come back to the same city, and khalas, he's a musafir, he can break his fast, there's no issue. That is the best option and solution. Otherwise, you can't break your fast because you're going for a test or for an interview and such like. Number two, it's a bit difficult to mention this, but I have to mention it. About the shabab again. If somebody is newly married, newlyweds, youth who are just married, or even those who are in their 20s, 30s, and in the daytime of Ramadan, they're fasting, both of them. Of course, they have to refrain from anything that arouses their temptation and lust and shahwa. But if they do so, approach, of course, let's say just, for example, touching, for example, and that will causes the janabah, then of course it will be haram and there's qada as well. But if they don't know, they have, maybe I have the situation or not, they're not sure about it. So if there's a fear of the janabah, then they're not allowed to touch each other and just refrain from the time being until the night time. Otherwise it's haram and there's qada as well. Number three, somebody had a tooth pain and they had to swallow a painkiller, which was severe tooth pain. If they swallow that tablet or capsule, then the sawm is batil. And they become like a marid. So they have to make it up later as a qada. So even a small tablet without water will break the fast. And number four, another question I find out.
How about spray, Sheikh?
Spray, yeah. Is there part of water goes inside the mouth or the throat? Then it's an issue.
No,
the spray, like nasal spray, you know nasal spray, hay fever, that will break the fast. So you can't take it in daytime, so you have to take it in the night time. Any particles.
I think he said like local anesthetic on the tooth. It doesn't swallow it, but just...
To remain in the mouth, that's fine, or to spit it out, for example. Well, if it goes through the throat, that's the issue. Number four, somebody was asking that, you know, she's got a friend, a lady who is a non-hijabi. She doesn't wear hijab, she puts makeup on her face and she's fasting. Would the fast be okay or batil? Haram of being non-hijabi or to put makeup is another issue, and the sawm is something else. So yes, she can fast, but it won't reach the qabul stage, the acceptance stage. Yes, she did a wajib farad of fast, it's dropped from her shoulder. But the hurma and the act of sin will remain on her, especially in this holy month. So inshallah, may Allah guide her. Muttaqeen, ahsantum. So the qabul is an issue. In terms of the ada al-wajib is done, khalas. But the qabul is the most important. You've been refraining from the eating and drinking for 17, 18 hours, and now it's not qabul, it's an issue. So inshallah we pray for them for their guidance and hidayah inshallah, the barakat هذه الليلة. We read dua for them all, even the non-Muslims, to be guided to Islam, the non-religious to be guided to the religious, and to pray for our brothers in Islam and Muslimin, that may Allah brings the victory to the Muslims ببركة محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
شكل اسمه على الشيخ.